What's up, webheads? It's your boy SpideyQueue. It's Thursday, it's sunny, and it is cold as balls today, man. I started the truck today at -10 when I was going to work, and yesterday it was +10 when I was going to work. This weather fluctuation is just like, what are you doing, Mother Nature? Be teasing us with all this heat and all this beautiful weather, and then go ahead and just drop some minus balls on us like that. Like, come on, get your shit together. But anyways, let's get to the vlog. I have got such a metric ton of work to do at the shop, it's not even funny. I think I left the shop last night at about 7:30, 8 o'clock. Like, it was about a 16-hour haul, and it's just been getting busier and busier. And what's interesting about it is the complexity of the stuff we're building is just getting harder and harder, which is making this a lot more fun too. There's some big changes happening in the shop where, you know, certain people are going to be moving certain places, and there's going to be different roles and different responsibilities for everyone. And that got me thinking of, if I move back to the old stuff that I was doing, is just how much closer I can work, you know, with my pops and doing stuff like that, but also how much more I can learn to be in that position for when he decides to retire. I was thinking about it on the way home from work last night, and then on the way to work this morning. I was thinking about, you know, my pops isn't getting any younger, and he's gonna need someone to kind of fill those shoes eventually. And when it comes to stuff like that, he usually looks to me, because I've been there throughout his entire sign career. I've been the one, like, just absorbing this knowledge, and it was made really prevalent to me yesterday when my boss was talking to me about it. We were going over a couple drawings and a couple of ideas for some of the signage that we're going to be producing, and he said, you know, we're really having a hard time trying to figure out how this is going to do this. And without even thinking, it was just a natural step. I said, well, we're going to have to do this, this, and this, so that this, and this will be done, and this, and this will be done. And he was looking at me like, and I kind of made an embarrassed face, like, why are you looking at me like that? What did I just say wrong? And he said to me, he goes, that is the exact same answer your father would give, essentially. And I said, well, isn't that a good thing? I've noticed that as I've been growing in my career here as a sign guy, and just, you know, progressing myself and moving forward and learning as much as I can, I've noticed that I'm becoming more and more like him in the knowledge area. It's like I look at all this signage differently. I look at the work we produce differently. I don't see it as just, you know, it's a sign, get out of here, or, you know, it's just don't worry about it and blah blah blah. I say that out loud because it masks all the actual feelings I have, because what I feel about the sign industry is we're the most underrated artists that exist right now. You just got to think of it this way. Wherever you go, if you don't know where you're going or what you're doing, what do you look for? You look for a sign. That's what you look for. And there are cats like me, like my dad, like everybody in this shop, like everybody across Canada, US, the whole world. We are the guys who build those things, design those things, manufacture those things, create those things, so that everybody can kind of get along with their life, you know? I'm not saying we're the driving force of the world, but what I am saying is that our stuff, our artwork, which is what it is, when you look at the stuff that we create and how we have to create it, it is art. And our stuff right now is completely, it goes on as accepted, because that's a sign. It tells me what I need to do and where I need to be, so that's it. You don't really appreciate it past that, which is no fault of anybody's. It's just something that, you know, I've been learning over the years to take a lot more pride in. And having pride in your work means you do it better. It means you put more into it. You put more effort into your work. You respect the work a lot more. And what's a really uplifting feeling is when my boss tells me that he's really seeing my work rise, and he's really seeing the work ethics, you know, they're getting harder, and he really enjoys having me on the team. And that is something that, you know, it really resonates heavy, because I pour a lot of what I am into my trade and into every piece that I cut, every piece I assemble, every stick of vinyl that I hit, everything. I put a little bit of me into every single sign I pump out of this shop. So to have that, it's really cool, and it's a really, really good feeling. Just wanted to share that with you guys today, just to show you, like, you know, if you put the effort in, the rewards will be there. It may take some time. In this case, it's taken a long time, but it's starting to show, and I'm really appreciative of that. So that's pretty much what I wanted to talk to you guys about today. Let's go ahead and wrap up the vlog on a high note, eh? Now, as always, if you like what you saw today, go ahead and hit the like button, and if you plan on sticking around, why don't you go ahead and subscribe too. And if you can think of a couple people who need just a little bit of uplifting, that reassurance that what they're doing is worth it, why don't you go ahead and share the video and spread some love on the channel. But as always, guys, thanks for hanging. I'm SpideyQueue. Lots more coming from your boys. So as always, stay tuned, y'all.